The Marvel Cinematic Universe didn't win because it was better. It won because it was organized. Meanwhile, the DC Universe didn't fail because it was worse. It failed because it panicked. And that's the difference. That's the entire story right there. Marvel built a factory. It started with Iron Man, a mid tier comic hero, solid casting, a grounded tone. Then they stacked the bricks. Thor, Captain America, the first Avenger. Post credit scenes like breadcrumbs leading to the Avengers. That wasn't luck, that was infrastructure. By the time we hit Avengers Endgame, it felt like a graduation ceremony. 11 years of narrative payoff. Even people who didn't read comics were emotionally invested. I mean, Marvel made homework feel like a party. Now, let's look at DC. DC didn't start with a foundation. It started with a Hail Mary. Man of Steel was divisive but bold. It was fine at risky tone, mythic scale. Then immediately, they dropped Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. You don't introduce the Trinity by speedrunning emotional investment. That's like proposing on the first date because you saw a rom-com once. And then came Justice League, before half the team even had solo films. Marvel built trust. DC tried to cash a check before the bank even opened. So, Marvel mastered tonal consistency. Even when they experiment, it still feels like Marvel. Jokes, heart, color, and the characters first. You can drop Rocket Raccoon next to Captain America and somehow it will still work. But DC? Identity crisis written all over it. Is it operatic myth? Is it grounded realism? Is it the self-awareness? Is it grimdark? Suicide Squad felt like a studio trying to cosplay Guardians of the Galaxy after seeing the box office numbers. Then Batman drops, and suddenly we're in a detective noir masterclass. That's the problem. DC makes great individual movies, Marvel makes cohesive eras. One feels like a playlist, and the other one feels like someone hitting shuffle. And here's the part that'll get me yelled at. The MCU is safer, but that safety is starting to show. After Endgame, the formula is visible. The humor beats, the third act skybeam, the CGI armies, the emotional speech before the punch. It's comfort food cinema. Meanwhile, DC, when it works, it swings hard. Joker doesn't feel like a superhero movie. It feels like a character study wearing clown makeup. That's dangerous filmmaking. And dangerous filmmaking sticks with people. Now, we're just entering the James Gunn era of the DCU, and here's my prediction. If DC commits to a singular version and stops reacting to Twitter every 5 minutes, it can rival Marvel again. Not by copying it, but by learning from it, really, and leaning into what made DC different to begin with. Like the myths, the gods, the archetypes, the legacy. Because let's be honest, nobody does iconography like DC. When Superman stands in the sky, that's biblical. When Batman walks through smoke, that's operatic. Now, Marvel makes you cheer. DC at its best will make you stop and stare. So, the MCU is a better business model, and the DCU has the higher ceiling. One is built to succeed, the other is built to risk failure. And in art, risk is honestly where the magic lives. So here's the question, though. Would you rather watch a perfectly engineered roller coaster or tightrope walker who might actually fall? Because right now, Marvel feels safe. DC feels unpredictable. And unpredictability is either chaos or the beginning of something legendary. So now we're just going to wait for the comments section to start yelling at me and have a little war instead. So until next time, if you want to see more content like this, or if you want to see me cover breakdowns of characters, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.